Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! As you can see behind me.
Like it. You're
Just
so.
say, it does say 2021. There it is. Year
Maybe it should be O2 again. I don't know.
2021.
So this is Tammy Langowski, and I am Julie Hawkins, and together we are Two Psychic Moms. And we wanted to start off this session. We'll be sure to tell you how to find us and send us questions and everything. We wanted to just be really clear that we're going to start off with our channeled messages. I'm in my records now, so whatever is coming forth will be channeled. And so we just want to be really clear what we're getting. We're always going to, now that will be our format from now on, where we'll start with our channeled messages and then we'll transition to cattails, whatever.
Sounds good.
All right, so
Great.
I'm Julie Hawkins, the Biz Psychic. I can be found at juliehawkins.com, bizpsychic.com. I have a YouTube channel along with this with Two Psychic Moms, where I answer questions. You can email me on my site, and I record those once a month, and they are posted to my YouTube channel, Julie Hawkins, the Biz Psychic. Whew.
And I am Tammy Langowski, and you can find me at tammysintuitive.com. I work as an intuitive advisor to your questions. I also channel spirit messages from our guides that I like to post on Instagram and Facebook. You'll find me there at Tammy's Intuitive Services. Also, just wanted to say I actually just got something done that I'm going to be putting out for the new year of my new kind of year. I don't do predictions per se, but it's definitely channel messages that come through kind of pertaining to the year and just anything our guides want to know. So that should be coming out today. Eventually you'll find it on Facebook for sure. And to people who are on my email list, you'll be getting that as well. Julie, I wonder if we should mention really quickly too, before we start, about our higher healing event tomorrow evening. So it's the higher circuit is our event name through Higher Healing, and you can find that on the website higherhealing.com or on Facebook, Higher Healing. And I believe we're going to be it's going to be our collaborative of readers from our practitioners, I should say, on Higher Healing, that will get together and kind of talk about resilience, the new year, that sort of thing. There'll be other things too. So anyway, we'd like to invite you. That's 7 p.m. Pacific time. So we hope that you will join us for that.
Of course, by the time they see this, that will probably already have happened.
You're right. Didn't think about that. So, okay. Well,
they can
then tune in. If you miss it, yeah, you can. There will be a recording. It will be posted on. Thank you, Julie. It will be posted on the Higher Healing websites and so forth, and Facebook. You can still find it on the page and everything. So yeah, good point. Yes. Anyway, so we just kind of sailed into 2021, didn't we?
Yeah. So would you like to open up with your channeled messages?
Sure. I know we'll both. If you want me to go first, either way is fine for me. So sometimes I like, before we begin, I like to kind of tap in and do that. But you know what? I didn't do that today. So I will be opening up right now and just seeing kind of what we get. If we put up in, if I'm just putting out a request, it's just taking a moment, just a couple of seconds here to kind of connect that way. Asking for a request for a message that might be channeled for not only today, but maybe going into this kind of new year, anything that they want to talk about. Okay, first thing's coming through. Love, 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 love. That's exactly how they gave it to me. Love, 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 love. We want you to focus on love. And yes, this may be overstated. This is everything I'm saying right now. I'm interrupting myself here, is channeled. Okay, so going forward, channeled messages here. We understand this is overstated, but we also know it's not mentioned enough, because it's a constant reminder being here on the earth plane of what is important, which is to not only love ourselves, but to generate love for others. You see, when we're loving ourselves, we are generating that love out towards others, who then pick up on that vibration and start to feel that love for themselves. Possibly wounded souls that are now being healed simply by your presence and your words and your kind words and your compliments. We love you so very, very much. We embrace you on a daily basis. This year is your new beginning, isn't it? You see, there really is no beginning and end to us, but here on the earth plane, we understand the beginnings of a new year and how important that can be in setting your intentions, setting your goals. So start setting them. Believe that the world can be a better place. Know that the world can be a better place. And that we ask of you patience during this time. Continued patience is being asked of all of you. Kindness, respect. And they're showing me right now visualization, to please spend time with your visualization and how you would like to see things progress and be in the world. That will make a difference, and that can make a difference. You are blessed beyond measure. This year will bring new beginnings, certainly, and ones that you have been waiting for. There is hope, 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 hope. Please show me hope, hope, hope everywhere. And that is enough for right now. That is enough to keep you going into the new year. While your job, in a sense, is to create, manifest, be in alignment with, show me, source, and to be able to then share that gift with others. They say that we will share for now. More to come, but say blessings to all. Thank you. And I will pass it to you, Julie.
I'm not very good at this. I don't even know how to do
part
it.
thing. Yeah, I know.
Oh, so bad at that. But truly, that's what came. So thank you, Tammy. So when I opened up my records just a few minutes before we hit record, so now everything that comes through is now channeled from just the unseen world and these higher beings. Some of them are my masters, teachers, and loved ones, and also just a collective that it's touching for me that we're going to say watches out, or watches sometimes in wonder about the earth. So when I do the 2PsychicMoms channeling, I open up my records for myself and planet Earth. And so when I did that this morning, I felt such a sense of peace wash over me. And so we want you to know that that is our theme in at least the days ahead, in the near term. Peace. Find some peace within. Turn off, tune out, let go of the things that bring chaos into your life, that bring disharmony into your life. Let go of those, just shut them out. It serves no purpose other than to make you feel bad, which you can choose. You can choose that. We don't see a purpose to it. So we say peace, find some peace, look for the peace, reach for the peace, because it is there. And you can come from that place of peace or move into that place of peace as you need to, as you want to. Of course, there is chaos around us. This is the human condition. It is it is something that your particular time and space is thriving on. And we really invite you to disengage from it. You do not need to be part of it. You do not. the way to fight that back and to fight back against it is to go within and find the peace. It's like they showed me when you were kids and you would argue with your siblings. The best way to shut that down, because the other one's thriving on it, is to go within and be like, mm-hmm, yeah, whatever you say, it's fine with me. And then there's nothing to argue with. So we invite you to really explore that as the days continue on. In terms of predictions, we understand the caveat. We just think it's funny.
Mhm.
Because everything is kind of a prediction, right? You can you can choose to look at it and make it come about and manifest it, and then it was predictable. Everything is a little bit of a prediction. Now, Julie does do some predictions because we give her that information, and so those usually take place in under the perspective or within the confines of or construct of time. So we want to go pretty general here for the moment, as we always do when when we're giving a channeled session, it is just a generalized session. We want to come back actually to what you said about love, Tammy, and to really fall in love with yourself, because when you do, then you will think so much more of yourself, that you will not engage in the pettiness that is taking place over masks, over vaccines, over who's right and who's wrong. We all have a perspective, and we ask you to find some acceptance and love within that. As we move forward, the prediction is that some of this will settle down globally. Actually, in terms of the pandemic, we're going to go there first. In terms of the pandemic, that will not slow down for a while. There's just too much chaos around this, and we talked about this. We gave this information to Julie way back in May when she did her the earlier part of her channeled sessions about the pandemic, that this virus would mutate, and indeed it has and will continue to mutate. That doesn't stop you from doing what is known to be the right thing for the human race, which is to take the precautions that you need to take, to be respectful of those around you, and to trust in your science. That's why we gave it to you. It's real. Is it perfect? No. That's okay. That's okay. So that's the generalized picture of that. Coming into the early part of January and February, there's just going to be more chaos still from the transition of your political system, as there are those who will test how far they can go, and within the structure of your political construct, that of being the democracy, or democracy within a republic, and your constitution. We really invite you to remember that you have a great world that you live in, and being part of a democracy that you have been enjoying for 250 plus years as a rule in your country is pretty amazing for you. So we embrace, we encourage you to fight for its continued continuation, we'll say. All right. Well, I guess that was my time is up.
That was so great. No, it was great. Both was great. Your cattail and what you just said. Thank you.
No idea what I said as I transitioned back to me. So something about the Constitution and yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No,
I'll have to go back and listen.
that was a wonderful message. Thank you very much. And it's funny. I have to say that you mentioned about the scientists, and that came in my channeled message that I'm talking about that I'm going to be posting soon. I just kind of smiled to myself because it was, again, just kind of a hug for the scientists out there who are already doing amazing things, our scientists, right? And gosh, I know it's so true. Our health workers, of course, we give lots of credit to them, but really those people, God bless those brainiacs. I was never one of those, but one of those those wonderful scientists and all that have, worked so hard and diligently to help us. It's amazing.
True. And I personally just feel, I feel so much respect and admiration for them, and it makes me angry when somebody belittles whatever that is. Is it perfect? No, it is not perfect. But they're saying we would not have given it to you if we didn't see it as a way to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
makes sense. Thank you. That's beautiful.
Right. So anything else that we want to add to our channeled messages before, if you could only see the picture I see of my cats, but I cannot turn my computer because it is a desktop. So.
Oh, right. Lovely. No, I just, something they did drop in this morning when I say about that, I didn't really get anything. I guess I kind of did, but I won't go lengthy on this or anything, but just, remembering that, again, we're still battling. This is me and my guide saying, okay, because they give it to me and I'll open up as I'm talking as well here. But, we're still battling some of the emotional ups and downs, which, many people, many of us have never, ever had to experience before. So it's something new, creating anxiety, panic attacks, amongst many other things, right? Not everybody. And we're certainly not saying that, we're not dwelling on this negative vibration on this, but only that's part of the human condition as well. And everything we are experiencing, we are meant to be going through, including our emotions and our ups and downs, just to even sometimes our guides will say, just frankly, to have the experience of the experience. Every journey we're in a lifetime is about learning different things, right? So there will be times that we will have that in one lifetime or maybe several lifetimes. Going back to breathing during those times. I find for me, I don't know about any of you out there, that sometimes when I'm at night or first things in the morning, or I don't know, going to sleep, that's when our head's racing, right? Our brain, our mind's racing, and we can go into some of those areas that sometimes I'm even going, what am I doing? I'm like going down that path of, I don't know. Sometimes people will feel like, I think there's a lot of things that can contribute to that whole nighttime thing. I think there's even past lifetime connection to that of lying down even and being, what I'm saying, maybe even dark. Not that necessarily is for me, but I don't doubt that I know that there are sometimes things that get triggered. So that being said, how do we deal with that? And again, it's always going back to your breath, your awareness, grounding. Even at those moments when you're lying down, you can get into that. Adopt a mantra for yourself, perhaps, that you say, we call it affirmation often, but that you are saying out loud during those times. Often it's about, I am safe. Just a simple one, I am safe. I'm secure, I'm supported. You could add those. But I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. You're doing your breathing in and out. As we always say, divine, breaths in, divine breath, divine healing light on the inhale, exhaling any fear, stress, anxiety. So, I just want to say you're not alone out there. And people that are intuitives, like us, we can still have those kinds of things as well. And many of you will say, well, of course, yeah, I didn't expect any different. But some of you may think, wow, really? Okay. And just, we all can battle that from time to time. So make sure that you're just, again, going back to your awareness. The fear is not real. And in the morning, I know for me, if I've had any of that, in the morning, I can wake up much different. And I think for me, it could be often that I feel back in control again. I've got my day. I'm waking up. I'm going to be, you know what I mean? I've got things ahead of me to do. Maybe in that state, there is that surrender that can be a little bit, nerve wracking. And then other things, kind of thoughts and things can creep in like that. So just think about some of those practices. If you're doing that, you're okay. You're okay. And you're going to tell yourself you're okay. And when you tell yourself you're okay, guess what? You become okay. So I did want to add that because that was something that I kind of was experiencing. So
We love that. Oh, please. Thank you for that. It's really important. And it will also add that it's important, no matter how hard it may feel at times, to reach out to someone.
yes.
Just reach out. Push yourself just a little bit to reach out and connect. We are so isolated. We have been so isolated during this time, and
Yep.
it's really important to reach out. You are not meant to be alone, and this is a very challenging time for humans. So please
Absolutely.
reach out.
Thank you. Because that's so true. We all go through things like this, even people you think, and probably Julie would agree with me. We see many people, we talk to many people that you think it appears, the grass is always greener on the other side kind of idea, right? That they got all their stuff together. They got, you know what, we're all human. And that is not the case. So please know you're not alone in that. Yeah. I mean that, everybody has their challenges or we wouldn't need to be here.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I was just talking about that, having that conversation with somebody the other day. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting. So my late partner used to say, and I used to agree with this from time to time, that we're still here if we still have work to do, we're still here. And yet not all work is always accomplished in one lifetime. So just know that you may work on something over many lifetimes and then still exit.
Yeah, absolutely. So
It's
true. Much of what I get to, and as Julie and I being intuitives, we can assure you that we get repetitive messages. We see repetitive, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but situations, I'll just say, right, with people that really, we learned a great deal from that as intuitives too. I mean, it's really amazing, isn't it? Sometimes it's very healing for us as well, because it's like, oh, okay, we are enlightened through many. So please just know, yeah, like Julie said, reach out for people. You're not alone. It's not unusual to be feeling completely normal, like, hey, everything's great, and then you might that night go to bed or wake up the next day and you're wondering what's going on. Give yourself a break, be patient with yourself, love yourself through it, because we are as has been stated many times, in these unprecedented times that many of us have not experienced before. Okay, so yeah, big hug is important right now.
absolutely. And hugging yourself. It's good.
Yep,
Okay.
it is.
We feel complete with that for now.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know about you, Tammy. Sometimes I feel like they could just go on and on and on. And
yeah.
we personally have time limits. So I'm gonna segue and say, honestly, maybe I'm leading a boring life right now. There isn't a whole lot new that's going on for me or with the cats. Ooh, yeah, I had a terrible.
Here.
I'm highly emotive sometimes. So I went to let one of my cats in the other day, and only two of them go out. And one of them had brought a gift to the back door, and I can only tell what it was by the tail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Those sweet gifts from Kitty
it
Feline.
was the most disgusting
Oh,
thing because truly I like what was left was like a little bit of guts and a tail.
yeah.
And I had to go pick it up and put it in a bag and dispose of it. It was so gross. It was so gross. And I'm like, really, you do not have to bring, oh, they're like, oh, but they love to bring you gifts. I'm like, because we're part of the family. Here, they're sharing their dinner. I'm like, thanks.
I know. Thanks, but no thanks. I know. I
Oh,
had that too happen.
it was,
Woo.
so that's what's new with the cats.
Yeah.
um, yeah.
Not much with my cats. Anything else with you? I mean, yeah, anything else with you?
You think with 8 there'd be a lot going on, but not so much. They like to snuggle a lot with me. I don't. I'm in big high demand, which I should feel honored about. But sometimes it's like, really, could I have a little bit of quiet time now to myself? So
It's funny, my older one, because he's thin and he's older, he gets, wintertime, I know it's not his favorite time. So it's kind of sweet because he'll come, under the covers with me and he's got this whole routine. I lift up the covers. He comes in, he has to stand there. I have to pet his hind there above the tail. He turns around and he positions himself and then I cover just up to his neck. So his head's out. That's his thing. It's really sweet. And then but then on really cold nights, I'm up and down through the night because then he gets too hot. Then he comes out, goes above my head and sleeps. And then he'll want to come back in. But boy, I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, I'm just like treasuring those moments because I just, of course, adore him. Our family adores him, and he's an elderly cat, and I know, he might not be with us a whole lot longer, so he's okay right now, but he is, well, approximately 16. So, but anyway, it's kind of sweet, but I treasure those moments at the same time because we know how that is. We've all lost our beloved pets, and boy, do we miss them when they're gone. So,
oh, so crowded around here, and around you. I just felt like just tons of spirit cats walk in. So
yeah,
crowded.
yeah,
As if to say, yeah, you think it's crowded on your bed or inside. No, we're always, not always, but we come and visit from time to time. So,
definitely. Please note that. Yep, your beloved, just as your loved ones in spirit will visit you, but your animals definitely. Not that we probably even need to tell you that, but they, you're watching this, you're probably open to that idea anyway. But they really are. They're coming around visiting us, and just send out a thought to them. Open up. Just here, listen to what you get back. Trust it. They like to give messages too.
exactly. That was a lovely note to end on as well. Alrighty, anything else we have to share before we?
No, I don't think so. So we would just say again, you might want to check out the event that will be recording by the time you see this on higher healing. And again, for myself, you know where to find me, and do look for the new channel message. I always enjoy doing those and reading them back because I get something from it as well. And anyway, you know where to find us. So anyway, Julie, what would you like to say?
Um, it's still good. It's going to be an interesting year. Um, just a notch below where we were as we move out, but it's as if somebody, how I have an electric stove, but if somebody turns on the gas to high and the flame is very high. This is what they're showing me. You can see that now they're turning down the flame, and instead of it like that, it's going to be more on a medium flame. So
Mhm.
we just mean everything that's going on in the world, and in particular in the United States, with all the rhetoric and political
Ye-
maneuverings that. are going on. So.
And Julie, can I jump in? That's great, great. And what only because I don't always get it like there. Who also just remind, please, they're saying remind people. It's kind of based on what you're saying there, the flame and everything, that not to get ahead of ourselves. Actually, this is the first time I'm hearing this, but it came in through my heart chakra as well. Please be, please be patient. I know we already said that, but I almost see this like bubble of, once this vaccine is getting more widely, given, that, and I know we've read about that, the warnings of that, right? I should still be really careful and all of that, but that just came in super strong right now, that there is this bubble of, well, it's good because it's positive energy in many ways. People are excited, but they just keep saying, "Ooh, makes me emotional too." They're saying, "Please don't get ahead of yourselves. Don't please listen to that. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Be careful." Is what they're saying. This is a wonderful thing that's happening and coming out, but not to put the cart before the horse kind of idea, and to jump the gun and all these sayings, of not being careful and partying too quickly about this. You know what I'm saying? Without taking the precautions, because they're warning us right now. They're saying there is a warning that if that is not happening, that things could get worse. So I'm not trying to leave on this negative sort of vibe, but I do want to get that out there, that we, practice patience, basically is what they're saying.
The vaccine is not a license to take off your mask and to go out and party. Exactly. We were clear about that from the get-go last year as well, that this was going to really continue on. We're just beginning. We're not even there into year 2 yet. And so this is going to continue through year 2, and then we'll see some turnaround as we head into year 3.
Agreed. That's how I feel too. That's what I'm, as everything you're saying resonates with what I'm getting intuitively as well.
So yeah, patience. Woo. That is the word. And we talked about this. So we'll end on this note as well, which is, we talked about this a while ago, which is, this is also an opportunity for innovation. So look for your creativity, look for innovation, because you can tap into that. It is a time where you're quiet, and you can use that energy to create, recreate, collaborate, and innovate. Ooh, okay. And we're going to end there. All righty. Julie Hawkins, the Biz Psychic, you know where to find me. And I'm ramping up with private readings right now. It's, the new year. It's always my busier time. So, and how about you, Tammy?
Yeah, Tammy's Intuitive Services, tammy'sintuitive.com. And yeah, you can contact me through there, my website, or my email to schedule sessions. And yeah, it's a great time for people, and we're usually busier at this time of the year because people are, wanting to kind of get a check, which is great to do for yourself. So anyway, we wish you a happy new year.
Yes, be well. Sending love.
Yeah. Blessings.